What? Yeah. No, I'm behaving myself. No, I'm not playing in abandoned buildings. What? Again? Now, I suppose you had those people follow me again. Fine. Hey, this is Jimmy Farrow from Monty and the Pharaoh, and I want to thank all our subscribers. We have now passed 14,000 on our YouTube channel. But I want to ask our subscribers to take the next step for us and become a full-fledged member of Monty and the Pharaoh. Yeah, that's right, folks. There's 3 different levels to choose from. There's free shirts. There's free autographs. Just check it out and become a member of Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and the Pharaoh. Later. M&J Video Games and Collectibles. Sport and non-sport cards, wrestling items, autographed items. We buy, sell, and trade. M&J Video Games and Collectibles, located at 1049 Queen Street, Southington, Connecticut. Call us at 1-860-479-9223 or 860-93-GAMES. M&J Video Games and Collectibles.
All right, welcome back to Long Island's #1 pro wrestling broadcast, Monty and the Pharaoh, seen only here out of Indie Music TV. This is a special Saturday show with the incredible Chief Jules Stongbow.
Jules, I wanted to ask you, of course, growing up in this time period, this very special and I think somewhat underrated tag team time period, because of all the great teams that occurred in the early 80s with Vince McMahon Sr., WWF. You defeated not once, but twice, one of the greatest tag teams of all time, Mr. Fuji and Mr. Saito. What were they like to work with and behind the scenes?
Behind the scenes, they were very, and I'm trying to think of a good word to...
Fuji's got quite the rep, so this should be interesting.
They were very different from each other.
Okay.
But they gelled well together because both personalities seemed to mesh at some point. And like you said before, Fuji's got quite a rep.
Did he ever give you a nightmare story you might want to share or try to forget? Fuji.
No, and I'm probably one of the very, very few people that Fuji never really done anything really, you know.
He didn't screw with you?
No,
wow.
He didn't.
You're lucky, from what I hear.
But I found out from somebody had mentioned it just in passing one time, Fuji's got very ticklish feet.
Yeah.
He wrestled barefoot. Okay.
Wrong thing to tell the old Indian kid.
Oh. What did you do?
Because...
Wait a minute, those feathers, those feet. I don't know if I like the math of this. What did you do to Fuji?
that should give you a little indication what happened.
Holy headdress. That's great.
Shortly after I found out about this, I was working a match with Fuji, and I started working on his legs. So he said something, so I reached down, because I had him in some kind of a leg lock, and I don't remember what it was, but I had access to his foot. And I started tickling his foot. He went absolutely ape. He screamed like somebody was sticking hot fire pokers in his ears, up his nose, and everything. He was screaming like a madman.
He broke kayfabe. He was supposed to stay within the course of the match. He killed it.
So anyway,
that's great.
After he said, "No tickle, No tickle me no more. I said,
Okay.
Fuji, you mess with me, that's going to happen every time I get in the ring with you.
Every time.
And
So
I
now
don't
you know
know
why he didn't screw with you.
And I don't know if that was the reason he never messed with me was because I told him that's going to happen. But he never did, you know. And I'd seen him play some jokes on other people that were kind of brutal.
I've heard.
One guy asked him, you know, to take his car down to the garage to get an oil change because he had to go on the road for a couple of days. The guy come back and his $29 oil change turned into a $1,200 repair